Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to go over the build that I used on my first video. We'll go over the build, gear choice, weapons, and tips and tricks. So with that being said, let's get started with the build first. Alright, let's go over the build now. Basically I'm running tools, alchemy, firearms, and let's go over the traits real quick and why I picked those traits. We like tools because it gives us bigger, it lowers the cooldown, our tool belt skills, it gives us more mobility with our rookie boots, and gives us the streamline kits. This is our main source of swiftness in this build, and remember we're running relative speed, so we always want to have swiftness for that maximum mobility. And it also gives us some buffs to our damage. Now in alchemy we are running medkit, so it gives us more incoming healing and more outgoing healing. Since this is a hybrid build, we can also serve the role as an offside healer in a lot of group content. For example, when we're fighting Zerg versus Zerg, you cycle your healing skills. Even this healing and cleanses will make a big difference for your team. Next, the combination of this skill with your reactive lenses will trigger both of them at the same time. When you click your F1, it will give you a lot of condition cleansing and resistance, so you won't be able to be slowed down or chilled. Backpack generator, you can debate whether you want combat cure. I like backpack generator because I spend a lot of my time in different kits, so I get more benefit from just having other kits on, giving me this extra passive healing, and it will be buffed by health insurance. And combined with compound chemicals, every time we get a boon, which we do a lot in this build, we'll get healing, and every time we use an elixir, which we have a lot, that being our tool belt from Elixir U, so that's 1, 2, we have, that's 3, 4, and 5. So that's more condition cleansing, and that combines well with purity of purpose, which every time we cleanse a condition we'll get the respective boon instead. It has a 3-second internal cooldown, so just stagger it every 4 seconds per se, so you get a boon. And now firearms is our offensive trade line. It's all about the pistols and increasing this condition damage. Even though we're not focused on condition, since we're a hybrid damage dealer, the condition, this route 1000 combined with this condition duration buffs from this trait is enough to make quick work of most other players that are unaware of your condition damage. So real quick, you get more bleeding. So now this combines with your Sigil of Earth. So Sigil of Earth, you inflict bleeding every 2 seconds, cooldown when you crit an enemy. This has a 33% chance of doing something similar. So when you press a skill like Dark Volley that hits 5 times, you have a high chance of having those being critical hits. Therefore, you apply more bleeding to be blanket conditions for your poison, which is your main damage dealer. So now this gives you Fury for increased critical chance. This gives you more condition damage and expertise for that condition duration, more bleeding duration, and your criticals are now inflict burning as well. So when you combine these 3 things together with your sigil, your criticals are doing a lot of condition damage, plus the conditions that you apply from your skills. And why did I pick Celestial? Because you also get power. Sometimes enemies have a lot of condition cleansing, like Elementalist, and engineers, and you conditions alone won't be able to get them. But if you are a hybrid damage dealer, especially since you're running your mortar kit, the double damage from physical and condition will be able to be more effective against certain builds. And now our utilities, rocket boots, elixir U for your stability and stun break, elixir gun we have gone over, medkit we have gone over, and mortar kit we have gone over. Water, pretty much the same, except you change your elite because you cannot use the mortar kit underwater. For the gear, we're running celestial stats with our 2 pistols being Rampager. We're running relic of speed, runes of the afflicted, and passion fruit for our upgrades. Now to get the runes, relic, and upgrades for your rings and your weapon sigils, I'm running energy from muffin. You're going to have a friend or somebody buy it for you from the trading post and just mail it over to you as a free account. Unfortunately, free accounts have very severe restrictions when it comes to the trading post, since they don't want bots or any just to abuse basically the game economy. So that's why they have such restrictions. But to go around this, just have, like I said, have somebody, have a friend just buy this for you and just mail it over, and you'll be set. The reasoning why we running Celestial is very simple. You're a new player, most likely. You're trying the game. This stat combination provides you with a lot of toughness, vitality, and enough offensive stats that allow you to make a mistake in a fight and still not die, and be able to come back from a mistake, and you can survive, either get away or just heal up. Although you probably lack some damage in certain matchups, you don't have to win the matchup. Just disengage, come back and try somebody else. If you're having difficulty bringing somebody down, see if they have a friend, try the friend, he's probably more squishier, and so on. You don't have to just be focused on one person. Let's say you're fighting, have that person, see if how their tank is, if they have a lot of sustain, just disengage, try the next person, eventually you will get them down. But like that being said, played properly, this build can apply a lot of condition damage stacked together, and should be enough to bring most people down, except for those people who are playing highly specialized, high sustain builds like a catalyst, a dagger catalyst. You're probably not going to beat that. And certain engineer builds, you're probably not going to beat that. But for the most part, almost everything else should be fair game. Let's go now over to tips and tricks. Now we'll cover up fields and basic skills. You always want to prioritize static shot and your mortar kit 4. This will provide blindness, making sure your enemies don't hit you. And blindness is very effective against those power builds that like to have big hits, like rangers and warriors. So always have that on cooldown against your enemies. Your finisher blast are very important. You have 5 is one. You have your elixir gun 4, that's another one. Orbital strike, that's another one. And your infusion bomb is another one. So what you want to do is you want to put fields, specifically water field and life field, and you want to blast that. When you blast those fields, water field does area of effect healing, life field area of effect cleansing. You want to do that for your teammates or even when you're fighting. It will look something like this. Your medkit also has a basic combo that I like to use a lot. Is you will put this, it has a delay time that you will immediately press 3. So by the time this fuses, it will blast the water field, and then you can press 4 and it will give you a good healing like I'm about to demonstrate. So 5, 3, 4, and voila, full health. You can also stagger your orbital strike with your other finisher blast, so you can do double effect. For example, you can set off orbital strike, set up a light field. It will blast twice, so you will cleanse conditions twice for your group. Same thing you can do with your shell, elixir shell. I'll demonstrate in a second. So you want to put always put the debuffs. See how slow they are. Now you want to do that to enemies, enemy Zergs specifically. So now you put your water field, blast it once, blast it twice, and you can have multiples blast at the same time. Now with the fields, you always want to start hitting your opponents to get rid of their Aegis or any defensive boons. Pull the debuffs. That's gonna force them to use your cleanses. After you notice that they're cleansing, that's when you can unleash your normal rotation, which is 3, 5, 4, 2, and you can do this and disengage. This is your basic gameplay, and keep in mind, always streamline kits. It's for when you need it. You have magnetic aura or roots or more random conditions.
Swiftly.
Continuing on blasting fields, we're gonna go over now kiting and blasting fields on your way out. Elixir gun, I like to run elixir gun because of the utility that club shot gives you, being given you swiftness when it bounces back to you and slowing down your opponents. At the same time, we can blast fields on our way out with also our rocket boots, which is another finisher blast. So you're kiting, always use the terrain and line of sight. You can, as you saw, you use with streamline kits on the stairs on the way up. It will slow them down. It will make us more hard to catch. You can make your opponents, force your opponents to come into a position that they don't want to be. For example, you're being chased. You go into this tower, put your fields on the way up. Now they have to go to there and risk being in that position that they don't want to be. You can always drop down. Now on the way out, for example, you're still under a lot of pressure. You can throw your water field ahead. Knowing that, then you blast it on your way out with your rocket boots. You can double blast, as a matter of fact, with glob shot and rocket boots. We can do the same thing with our elixir gun. That's why I love using the elixir gun. So it looks something like this. Blast it once, twice for double condition cleansing. In the process of recording footage for this video, a few red players interrupted us while recording, and I'll now show the clips to demonstrate most of the things that I have gone over so far in this video. And well, we have a friend here. Maybe you can demonstrate against this person who's coming to take our camp. It's a condition build, so we just have to be very careful.
Swiftly.
Like you see, now he does not want to come here. He knows he cannot catch us. It's a difficult fight for us since he can return our conditions, so we just move along and just ignore him for now. Since this guy distracted us, let's see if we can get him. Here we're using everything we learned. And he's dead. This guide was made with new players in mind, or veterans who have not tried the world versus world game mode before, or are too afraid to try it, thinking it's too difficult, too competitive. I want to show you that with practice and in-game mechanic knowledge, you can be very effective in this game mode and be a positive asset to your team. In the future, I'm thinking of making more free account builds, and also focus in off-meta current popular specializations that people are running in this game mode. Stay tuned. Have a good day. Until next time. Bye bye.